Bitcoin, Wall Street, and the Trump name collide in a deal that's turning heads. Here's the real story behind the American Bitcoin merger and what it could mean for you. Eric Trump's company, American Bitcoin, is merging with Gryphon Digital Mining in an all-stock deal. That means no cash is changing hands. Shareholders from both companies will now own a piece of the new, combined business. The new company will keep the name American Bitcoin and trade on the Nasdaq under the ticker symbol ABTC. After the deal, American Bitcoin's owners, including Eric Trump and Donald Trump Jr., will control about 98% of the new company, while Gryphon shareholders get about 2%. So, what does all-stock merger actually mean? Instead of one company buying another with cash, both companies agree to combine and pay each other only in shares of the new company. Think of it like two businesses joining forces and swapping slices of the same pie. No one writes a check, everyone just gets a piece of the bigger pie. Companies often do this to save cash, share risk, or because they believe the new larger company will be stronger together. It's also a faster way to get listed on the stock market, which is what's happening here. American Bitcoin is using Gryphon's Nasdaq listing to go public without a traditional IPO. But why is American Bitcoin aiming to become the world's largest Bitcoin miner? The company's strategy is all about gaining efficiency, building a strategic Bitcoin reserve, attracting more investment, and giving everyday investors a direct way to participate in the growth of the Bitcoin network. By merging with Gryphon and leveraging Hut 8's mining infrastructure, American Bitcoin hopes to dominate the competitive mining industry and use both financial and political influence for long-term advantage. In their own words, the goal is to become the world's largest, most efficient pure-play Bitcoin miner, while building a robust strategic Bitcoin reserve. Why did Gryphon's stock spike? Gryphon's shares soared over 300% after the merger was announced. That's because investors are excited about the Trump family's growing involvement in crypto and the promise of a bigger, more ambitious Bitcoin mining company. But it's important to know that Gryphon shareholders' slice of the pie shrinks to just 2%. This is called dilution. When new shares are issued, each existing shareholder owns a much smaller piece of the company than before. So while the stock price jumps, the long-term value depends on how the new company performs. This move is part of a much bigger trend. Donald Trump, who once called Bitcoin a scam, now openly supports crypto. He's the first US president to accept Bitcoin for campaign donations, and he's signed an executive order to create a national strategic Bitcoin reserve. Kind of like a government savings account, but with Bitcoin instead of gold. The Trump family has also launched other crypto ventures, including meme coins and a crypto exchange, making crypto a major part of their business and political strategy. So, what does American Bitcoin actually do? Bitcoin mining is how new Bitcoins are created and how transactions are verified. It's like a giant digital lottery computers race to solve complex puzzles, and the first to solve it earns new Bitcoins as a reward. This process uses a lot of electricity